What's good, YouTube? My name is Mary Kay and welcome to Mary Kay Confidential. Today's video is all about eyebrows. If you watch my previous videos, then you know I mainly discuss my locks. But today we're going to switch it up and we're going to talk about microblading and whether or not it was worth it. So if that's something that interests you, please stay tuned. So guys, it's September 2020 and I originally got my eyebrows microbladed January 2020 with a touch-up in February 2020. So I want to tell you a little bit about my experience and do how I like them and whether or not it would be something I would do again if I thought it was worth it. So let me start by saying I thought about getting my eyebrows microbladed for probably a year, if not longer, before I actually got them done. I'm the kind of person, I can go out without makeup, but I want my eyebrows to look nice. And for me, my eyebrows grow, but then like right in here, like the tail, I did not naturally have a tail, especially on this end. I think my eyebrow would stop. It's like right here before the microblading, or before I used to get it, I used to shade them in. So I would get up every morning and shade my eyebrows. Now, granted, it didn't take a long time, but like if you can cut a step out, why not? And now my eyebrows permanently look this way. I don't have to fill them in. Now let's talk about the experience and how that was. I am in the greater DC area and or in Nova, North Virginia, and I looked at Yelp reviews. I looked up the top 10 people in my area that were recommended for microblading, and so that's how I chose my person. I actually picked the person that was considered number one. So I called her. She was very pleasant. She set up my appointment, got me in. You know, I think I probably scheduled it like a week after. It wasn't, you know, I didn't have to wait a super long time. So I get there, and at first I'm thinking I'm in the wrong place because I see a nail salon. So I'm thinking I'm going to like some little studio place that, you know, all they do is like wax and threads and eyebrows. And yeah, no, it's a nail salon. So I called her and I'm like, am I in the right place? And she's like, yeah, come in. She actually owns the nail salon, but she doesn't do nails. She just does eyebrows, or she does other things, but she doesn't do nails. So we get to the back. She's very pleasant, very bubbly personality, and she puts numbing cream. Actually, let me backtrack. She actually shades with a pencil where my eyebrows would be. She checks, you know, has me check them, make sure that I like it. So I'm like, okay, this is exactly, you know, how I normally line my eyebrows. I'm good with this. So she put some numbing cream on. Now, the numbing cream, give or take, she probably left the numbing cream on 15 or so minutes. I don't know the exact times. I'm just guesstimating. So she comes back. She does my left eyebrow first. Now, let me just say, I'm thinking because she put this numbing cream on that I'm not gonna feel it. Bruh. Let me tell you, when she did that first stroke, what? Yeah, so the tool that they use, it looks like a very, very tiny fork, you know, like the teeth in the fork. So they go in with this stroking motion to create hair-like strokes. So instead of you just going to get a regular tattoo, like it's literally strokes. So when she saw me jump, she's paused and she told me, you're gonna feel it the first time that I go across, but then I'm going to put more numbing cream in and you won't feel it the second time around. And she was right. So that first time was like, ooh. Honestly, the first time is the worst part. So when she got to my right eyebrow, I feel like maybe she should have left the numbing cream on a little bit longer on that side, or maybe I'm just more sensitive on that side, but it hurt a little more than the left one did. And when she went back, just like she said, when she went back and put the numbing cream on for the second time, they go back and they put the strokes in again. And as they're doing it, they're adding, the ink to seal into your eyebrow. Now that time, it honestly felt like just some little light scrapes. Like I could still feel the pressure, but it didn't hurt. But when she got back on my right side, even though she put the numbing cream on again, that side was still a little more sensitive. But by the time she did the second, I was like, okay, I know it's almost over, so I'm just gonna bear with it and tolerate the pain. It's okay. So we get all of that done, and honey baby, when I tell you, first of all, they looked gorgeous, okay? Gorgeous. They are super dark for the first few days. So, don't be alarmed if you get your eyebrows microbladed. They're going to be dark for a day or two, but they'll lighten up. But I could not move my eyebrows for like 2 hours. I was like, what in the world? So once she got done, she put this other cream on top, like a protectant type cream. And so I just went straight home, and I had to wait for 2 hours before I could wipe the cream off. And when I got home, I was like, did she say wash it or wipe it? I'm just gonna wipe it because I don't want to like wash it and all the ink fades away. So I just wiped the cream away, and you really don't touch it for like a week or so. So around day 7, the scab started to, because of course, you just scraped your skin up, so it's gonna scab up. So for me, my process of the flaking was not as dramatic as some pictures I've seen, because your eyebrows are going to flake. Just basically the scab healing, and then it'll reveal the ink. Now, once you have to go back for a touch-up, because you're going to lose a lot of that color. That first time around, you lose probably 40% of the color that was just put on. So you come out with them super dark, but that's why it fades. So at week 5, I went back for my touch-up. This time went much faster. She did the whole numbing cream again. It still hurt a little bit, but that time was even more tolerable, I guess, because I knew what to expect. But she went back and added additional strokes in the second time and added more ink to it. Now, once my eyebrows healed, as I told you, they don't heal as dark as what they apply with the initial ink. Now, I will say where I naturally have a lot of hair, the color didn't take as good. Like you can see underneath it, that there's not a lot of color where I have a lot of hair. And some people ask like, well, does that mean your eyebrows are gone? No, my hair is still there. No, I can't explain how it didn't like make my eyebrows fall out. But yeah, my eyebrows are still there. It's just mostly the tail is the color, and you can see the difference with the strokes. Now, I used to get my eyebrows waxed, but ever since I got my eyebrows microbladed, I have not been to get my eyebrows waxed. What I do, because I definitely grow hair right here, and I grow like 1 or 2 hairs across the top, but I don't really worry about that part. But this is what I use. It's by Nair. I think you can pick this up for maybe $5 in Walmart. And I've had this bottle for a long time. Like I use it on my sideburns, up in here, anywhere that you have hair on your face. This is great. You just basically put it on, wash your face, dry your face. Put this on where you need it and let it marinate. And then you wipe it off. Simple as that. So I actually did it earlier this morning. I should have actually recorded before I did the process. But this is all I use. Like I don't even go to the nail salon anymore to get it waxed, or wherever you go to get your eyebrows waxed. I don't go anymore. Slap this on, call it a day. And this works for like a couple of weeks. Then I have to do it again. But literally 5 cents. And I've had this so long. I don't know. Probably had this since I got my eyebrows done originally. Now, how I feel about them and would I do it again? I definitely underestimated how good it would feel to like get up and my eyebrows are already done. Like that first day, like that was like, oh my goodness. It was such a great feeling to get up and boom, my eyebrows are already done. I went to bed with them done. I woke up with them done. I woke up like this. Like I don't have to, you know, do anything to them. They're ready to go. Now, for the first few, probably honestly for the first few months, I would avoid putting any kind of cream on it. But I do use like this, I think it's by Shea Moisture. It's like a coconut oil face lotion product. So I use that to just across my eyebrows sometimes when they look a little ashy sometimes, a little ashy. But yeah, I'll use that to kind of restore them. Other than that, some people like they'll get it done and then they'll still fill them in sometime, but I like them. They look very natural. I like them the way that they are. So would I do it again? She told me after about a couple of years, you might need a touch-up, just depending on how much time you spend in the sun, because it's technically a tattoo and over time tattoos fade, but because it's your face, if you're dealing with a lot of sunlight, it's going to fade faster. Of course, we've been in the house a lot 2020, so it might be 3-4 years before I need a touch-up. But would I do it again? Yes. Do I have anything about it that I don't like? Honestly, I wish it was a little bit darker. So I think that when it's time for a touch-up again, I would still use her if I'm still living in this area. But I would do it again just to get it a little darker, because I like my eyebrows to be boom. But they look very natural. I like them the way that they are. And yeah, so that was my microblading experience. If you are in the DC area and you want more information about the person that I used, just let me know. Or I might actually just link her below so you can have that information. So she's in Arlington, Virginia, just a few miles outside of the DC area. So yeah, that was my microblading experience, and I am definitely in love with my eyebrows. My eyebrows was one of 3 goals that I had for myself, beauty goals that I had for myself for 2020. And that was to get my eyebrows microbladed because I was tired of lining them every single day. And number 2 was to stop wearing weave and get back into my natural hair, but I wanted something low maintenance. So hence I am about almost 5 months into my starter locks, and I honestly thought I was going to miss my loose hair. Like, no, I don't. Not at all. And they have grown out so much. Like when I first locked my hair, these were like up here, and here we are 5 months later. So I am definitely enjoying my lock process. I am enjoying my eyebrows, and honey, I just feel nice and free. Okay, just nice and carefree lifestyle at this point. And the third thing, beauty wise, was to work on my body goals, to get my body in the shape that I wanted. And you will definitely hear more about that. And maybe a couple of months I will make a video all about my process of getting my body where I want it to be. But I will go ahead and give you one hint. I've definitely cut out a lot of meat and a lot of junk food. Honestly, I don't even buy junk food anymore. If I want something sweet, I have an apple with a little bit of peanut butter on it. And yeah, I probably have had chicken maybe 3 times since the end of May. I think May 28th was when I decided to do more of a plant-based lifestyle. I've probably had chicken 3 times and beef 2 times since then. And I still have like shrimp and salmon sometimes, but I do a lot of plant-based food as well. So that has definitely been a journey and an experience, and it's been very rewarding in itself. So those are some of the things I'm working on. So the eyebrows, the getting back to my natural hair, and then getting my body in the shape that I wanted. And we will talk about that at a later time. But that is it for now. I don't want to stretch this video out too long. So you all have a wonderful day, and thanks for watching.